Guess we'll try and cross over here.
Let you hurt my friends.
Not bad. This is fine. When these Crusaders are here, things tend to go okay. Crusaders are here. It's a little bit less, it's a little bit more sus. Okay, so that's...
Do not fear. Do not waver.
The spirits demand your blood.
Ooh! The ambush turned around okay. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it. Really need so many soldiers for such a task, can't you? Your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble? How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect the city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason. In my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts that are digging under the city walls. And in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. What happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city, and yet again I am forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. And then that must mean there is someone down there. Your associates, no doubt. They're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again, too. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Arendae died. What are you doing here? Answer at once or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. The Neithers. Forebears bore the brunt of the demons' first strike, and thanks to for their sacrifice, you sent them into the catacombs. But now that the demons are mauling you in the streets, you need allies, even hideous ones like us. No human speech. Surprisingly well, in fact. Alright, let's be off with you. Crusader, I'm fighting to liberate Tenebris from the demons. Crusader, and who's a traitor in the city. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. Prior of the Temple of Desna, which last currently lies in ruins. There may in fact be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off and put it off. Sarkorians had hanged Arilu Vorlesh while they had the chance. There never would have been a war. See reason these are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Arendae. What are you accusing him of? Several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. Wardstone of Tenebris, the gift from Arendae, the bringer of light, brought by the hands of her herald. Got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. They knew the Wardstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself, and they were simply trying to heal it. Don't lay a finger on him. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you that the Wardstone was weakened, you wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. Truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the Wardstone, and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for this tragedy are the demons. You have done nothing to prevent it, and now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourself than admit that you were wrong as always. Whose side are you on? If you want me to believe that you're no cultist, go and recapture that traitor for me. Ramian warned you about the attack? Sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? We're about to attack the city and that the Wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. I have to go. It's true, you and the other knights tied us to stakes and started lighting the bonfire. Father died, and then one of your knights changed his mind and pulled me from the flames, but then he died too. Escape from the fire is a crime in itself, which means that you have been evading justice all these years. Didn't look the way he does now, all wrinkled and gray. He was young with a big mustache. Probably forgot all about me. It was a long time ago. But I do want to say one thing. I'm not cross with him. This knight is a true hero. Just really wanted to protect his city. Well, you got all mixed up about who was good and who was evil. Let's go, Emperor. Bye-bye, kind knight. Oh. I already hate Hurlun. I want to kill him. I didn't need certain parts of my party that I think would leave.
Heads will roll.
I'll rip you apart.
Actually, yeah, cleric's gotta go. Sphere is not going to be helpful. It's kind of one of the times that I actually wish I had sleep. God, early levels are so rough. Games. Standing by watching all your people miss.
Follow me, or don't.
Is this
Now what is that?
guessing that this is blood?
Move aside.
Arendae, most likely, yeah. That was my guess. Count Arendae's servant? On someone who isn't fleeing in a panic. Count Darren Kale Nevis Arendae. Self and all his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. Heard about the Arendae family before. This wealthy and nobleman Devian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. This last surviving member of the family, the young Count Darren, has an infamous reputation. A rake and a rogue. Misfortune continues to dog the house of Arendae, I see. You're telling me. Alright, I'll help. Where's your master's house? Alright. Let's go see to this. Here's Blackwing. Arendae Party House. Okay, yeah. Burns Mansion. Got their residence. It's gonna take a while to get to. Okay. Guess we'll head to the Arendae Party House. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I got the feeling.
Time to stretch me muscles.
You are today's sacrifice. Go for their hearts.
Okay. We're able to get people out of there in time. Somebody land a hit. Thank you.
For you.
Someone on the road. Wonderful.
Make way.
Nenio?
Wearing a robe? Check. Baphomet symbol around the neck? Check. Crazy eyes? Check. Note to self. Bring a mirror next time to be able to adjust the optimal level of eye craziness. Everything is ready for the experiment. An audience. Problematic, but not critical. You there, boy. Stay out of this. It is counterproductive to stand in the way of scientific progress.
Who are you?
Who's that? I don't know her.
Greetings, boys and girls. I am your sister in sin, a devotee of Lord Baphomet's dark will, and so on and so forth.
She looks like one of us, but she talks kinda weird. Who's there with?
Who? Oh, them. Just an audience. They don't matter. Consider them a supplementary component of the coming experiment.
I'm just gonna shrug.
In the name of our Lord Baphomet, please be so kind as to undertake a little test of your competency in our wicked cause. Let's start with something simple. So here's my first question. What is Lord Baphomet's favorite weapon?
We will not answer to you.
Our lord can wield any kind.
Wrong. He wields no weapons at all. He doesn't need any. He just gores his enemies with his horns.
Actually, it's Erzagal, a glaive made of red adamantine.
That is correct. But still, boy, no prompting, please. This experiment has taken quite a surprising turn. I would never have expected the followers of the great Baphomet to be baffled by such a simple question. Fine. Let's recalibrate the difficulty and proceed with the next question. Please name Lord Baphomet's sacred animal.
A bull. Of course, everybody knows that.
Yep. And a cow.
It's an oryx, as a matter of fact.
I'd like to ask you to stop prompting them, but it seems they could do with a prompt or two. It appears the experiment has yielded results which are as unexpected as they are incredible. Baphomet's cultists have not the slightest idea about who Baphomet really is, let alone any in-depth knowledge of his ideology or philosophy. I'm positive that this news will cause a sensation in widest scientific circles.
I love whoever this
Damn
is.
it. She's right. I'm a shitty excuse for a cultist. And my mother used to tell me to become a plowman.
Take it easy. We've only had 2 questions. You there, come on, ask another one. We'll get the next one.
Yeah, come on, ask them some more. They might still manage it.
Is there any sense in continuing? You cannot answer the simplest of questions. I am ashamed of all of you, as cultists and as individuals.
Please, ask again. I'm sure I can.
How do you spell Baphomet's name?
B-A-F-A... Oh, screw it. To hell with Baphomet. I thought it was gonna be fun, but instead there are all these questions. I'm done here. I'm going back to my home village, back to my mother.
Hey, wait! You there! How dare you stir up discord in our ranks?
The experiment is complete. Unable to deal with the questions, the cultists decide to deal with the examiner instead. A typical reaction for a person who has never been burdened with any intelligence. Now you're gonna start hitting each other, aren't you? Please, proceed. I won't interrupt.
The heartbeat quickens.
This is funny. Oh, that was so funny. Come on. What are you guys trying to shoot? Thank you. The absence of an answer is an answer too. What?
The result is statistically predictable, especially considering their intelligence level. What about you, boy? Are you ready to answer some questions for the good of science? Let's proceed with the experiment. My first question is simple. Which colors does the goddess Arendae prefer?
Red and white.
This answer is correct. It is comforting to meet at least one educated person in the melting pot of ignorance that is Canopus today. Let's proceed. Did Arendae take part in any crusade before he died?
No?
Your answer is correct. Arendae's death dates to 4606, and that is precisely the year when the World Wound was opened. The First Crusade started back in 4622.
Huh.
Your knowledge would make Mendev's Crusaders proud. My final question is, what is the title that Hurlun Vorlesh bears? Is she the architect of the World Wound, the Lord of the Labyrinth, or the Border Acquisitor of the Shapeless Abyss?
That is the architect of the World Wound.
That's correct. Most excellent. You successfully answered. It seems to me that I owe you an explanation. My name is Nenio. I am an explorer, a pilgrim, a yet-to-be-recognized scientific luminary, future author of the great Encyclopedia Galarianica, and rector of all Absalom's universities at once. Future rector, I should say. I also know several spells.
Shall we join
Do
forces?
you wish to become my follower? To accompany me on my expeditions to the World Wound? To assist me in my experiments? To run errands for me? Perhaps even to write down my deepest thoughts for the benefit of future generations? Oh, how splendid! Of course, I agree. Truth be told, I have no money to pay you. But you will be aiding the progress of science, and that is its own reward.
Sure.
You're hired. To think that I finally found someone to accompany me. 27 Crusaders before you said no. Not one of them saw the undeniable appeal of my offer. Your first assignment is to take me to a safe place. I have to admit that today's... I'm always open to
What
ideas.
are you? Oh, you're a scrolls font. Okay. I'm not gonna say no. What's your spellbook look like right now? Well, I guess we'll have 2 create pits. Yeah, this is a fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And let's loot everything. Okay. Let's go ahead and save it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, farewell until next time.